I want y'all to look at all these kids. Folks, it's got to be about 30, 35 kids. It's got to be about 30, 35 kids. Folks, when you see a mob of kids like this, when you see this many kids, you know there's nothing good going to come out of this. Not one damn thing good going to happen, okay? These kids, they're up to no good. I'm sorry. When you're in a group of kids like this, where there's no destination, there's no purpose, there's trouble, okay? Trouble is looming. Okay, so let me tell you, the media going to try to spin this as some white cop shot this black teen. And that's not what happened, okay? What happened was these mob of kids. Now, I don't know who they was looking for. They were looking for somebody. Or they were looking to start something, to fight. They wanted to do something. But see, stuff popped off. Because one of these kids, what they tried to do, the police came to disperse, told them to go home. Well, one of these little badass kids went over there and tried to wrestle with the cop. Tried to wrestle and tried to take his gun, and the gun went off. Okay, the gun went off, and the gun ricocheted and hit this girl in the leg. And I'm going to show you the girl that got hit in the leg. Folks, you really, really want to understand, okay, not one damn parent. Not one damn parent in this scenario. Not one. Not a one. Like, where these parents at all these damn kids? Where these folks at? Where are your folks at? Because evidently they don't know where the hell you at. Okay, now it appears that they got home from school, okay? It appears, because I can see the book bags, I can see all this. Where your parents at? Where they at? Because somehow somebody organized this mob of kids. Somebody did that. Ain't nothing good happening. And for the pro-blacks, did y'all really think that people were not going to call the police? I mean, did y'all think that? Like, a mob of kids come down your street, and at this time, I'm going to be honest, I don't care if the kids are black or white or whatever. I think people are generally going to call the police when this many kids are getting, in your neighborhood. Now, this little girl right here, she got shot. Little girl shot. She got her ass shot. Okay? One of her classmates or peers tried to wrestle with the damn cop. The gun went off. And I say to that, you shouldn't have had your ass over there. Okay? The police told you guys to disperse. No, y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all wanted to be combative with the police. Wanted to be combative. Wanted to start cussing them out. Wanted to go, and you had the nerve to wrestle a cop? I mean, did you think, did anybody, pro-blacks, did y'all think that was going to end the way that they wanted it to? You touch a police officer gun, he's going to shoot you. I don't care. And you know what? Yeah, this time I'm on the police side. Because they asked you to disperse. Any of these cops, they going to tell you to get your ass home. Go home. None of these kids listen. At this point now, this is where the gun went off. All the kids finna start running now. Every last kid, they finna start running. Here they come. They're running. Okay, and I'm stopped right here. Here's a little girl that got shot. This little girl right here got shot in her damn leg, okay? And you saw her in the beginning of the video. She the one ran down there. Like, when the police officer told y'all to back up and disperse, nah. One of your classmates wanted to fight. And then you can see, if you go watch the video online, I don't want to play too much of this because YouTube, they real funny when it comes to kids. They're real funny. But there's another kid. He took his book bag off and he telling the police officer, come on, let's fight. Like, these kids have no respect for authority. No respect for authority. None. None, y'all. And you sit and you look and you look and you look and you look. The kids don't have no respect, y'all. They don't have respect for authority. They have zero respect for authority. Okay? This is what we're looking at. See, these are the same kids, and I guarantee these kids giving their teachers hell. Oh, I know they're giving their teachers hell in school. These are the same kids in the school that's keeping the damn literacy rates at an all-time low. Because they the ones sitting in classroom disrupting the classes, playing, talking, throwing stuff, being violent and aggressive. See, they the ones doing this stuff at school, where the kids that really want to be at school, the kids that really want to learn, them the kids that can't learn, they can't get their literacy rates up because you got to deal with them crazy ass morons. You got to deal with crazy idiots like this. This is who these teachers dealing with. This is what teachers are doing. Don't nobody have control over them. But see, here go the thing. And here's what I always tell kids. You see, they do stuff at school because they know that teachers can't do nothing to them. Now, do you think the average teacher want to reach out and grab a kid and beat him down? Sure, they do. But see, teachers got people that they love. They got people that they love, okay? They have people who they love, and so nobody wants to go to jail. See, it's not worth it. The average teacher, they don't want to go to jail. In his mind or her mind, she thinking, you know what? I could just snatch him up real quick and I could be done with it. But see, don't nobody want to go to jail. But see, when they hit the streets and they try this behavior, see, now you on the streets where the cops, they run the streets. Or, you deal with grown people who not going to look at you as a child. They're going to look at you as a threat. And one kid was dumb enough to wrestle a police officer. Guys, I want y'all to let that sink in. This child was dumb enough to wrestle a cop. And tried to wrestle his gun away. How did they think that was going to end? And then the young man wanted to fight the cop. I'm going to tell you, that wouldn't have went well. He'd have got killed. Okay, that aggressive young man in the video would have gotten himself, he'd have gotten himself murked. It'd have been over for this guy. Over. Absolutely over for this kid. And it's a good thing that one of the kids did have some common sense and was holding him back. Don't go over there because you're going to get shot. See, somebody had some common sense. The one little girl did. This young lady, she's lucky. She could have lost her leg over this. She could have lost her life over this. Okay? All because we got piece of parents. We got these POS parents, y'all. We got these parents. These parents ain't nothing, y'all. These parents, they are terrible, bro. All these kids, and don't nobody mom and daddy know. They ain't seen not one parent. You got to get your kids because, see, when somebody F them up, when somebody go in here and F these kids up and really F them up, then we're going to be seeing commercials how, the corrupt police are doing this again to somebody. Violence against black people, violence against black kids, violence. See, but the whole story here is kid tried to wrestle a gun away from a cop and somebody got shot. See, I always tell kids, now, you're going to learn your lesson. See, somebody going to tell you what you're supposed to know. They're going to tell you. Now, you might not listen to it. You might go make a mistake. Great. Okay? Some kids, I tell kids, now when you make a mistake, you need to be lucky enough to be able to go change your mistake. And I get kids that be like, what do you mean? If I make a mistake, I can just, I can own up to it. I had a kid tell me I can own up to it and, I can make changes. I said, well, that's not always true. How so? I said, because some mistakes you make, you may have the opportunity to repent for those mistakes, to fix those mistakes, and to learn from those mistakes. Now, every mistake that you make, you can't really fix it. And some mistakes you make, you won't be able to. It's impossible. How? Some mistakes, you'll be lucky enough to live. Some mistakes, no, you won't be. Okay, some mistakes, you will not be here. You won't be able to fix those mistakes because you'll be dead and gone. Now, unfortunately though, every single mistake you make, you're going to learn from them. Oh, sure, you're going to learn from these mistakes. You see, even the mistakes where you are unalive, where you're dead. Okay, because at that moment, while you're sitting there, whatever happening to you, you're going to realize, I shouldn't have did that. And then your lights go out. That's what I tell young people, because young people don't get it. They don't understand consequences. Young people don't get the concept of a consequence. They just don't get it until they having a consequence done to them. Until they're actually getting into trouble that they're in. Young people don't understand that because they don't have fear. They have fear they don't have fear until it's too late. These kids don't have no fear. Like, not one of these kids thought for 1 minute that a cop was going to really shoot them. See, kids don't think that far ahead because they don't have no common sense. And they don't have no respect of authority. So nobody thought that the cop, hey, he got a gun, he can shoot me. Nope. But see, the reality is, the cop shot. Now, I promise you, most of these kids going to learn their lesson, especially the little girl that got shot in her leg. Oh, she learned her lesson. And thank goodness she got to live. Maybe she'll make changes. Maybe she won't. But I tell you this, she learned a lesson.